about some random other topics since we have Crossfadefan20 on this video. Let's talk about my favorite topic to talk about. When I use favorite, I use quotation. Let's talk about Cena Rock a little bit, because I haven't heard what side Brett is on for Rock versus Cena.
I am wholeheartedly 1,000% on the side of Team Bring It.
Oh, why? Damn it.
Because I'm just tired of John Cena. I mean, the Rock, okay, he's there, he does his little shtick, and then he goes away, and that's suited. I get it. But Cena, I'm done with it. I'm done seeing him. I'm ready for something else, you know? Cena won't change his character. Nothing.
I don't know. That not last week's promo, but the promo before, where Cena just tore apart The Rock, where Cena was the best thing on the show, practically. That was a damn good promo, and it really brought me over to the Cenation.
I completely agree that was probably the best Cena's been, especially when he turns and looks into the camera and he goes, "I'm back."
Yeah.
I'm like, if only that was true, that John Cena was back, but because the show is so PG now, there's no way that Cena's coming back. It's like, okay, you're Cena, you go out there, you make little cornball jokes, and then that's it. That's pretty much all there is to you now. There's no complexity to the character. He doesn't do the rapper thing anymore. They've toned him down so much, like he can't even say crap anymore. He says poopy.
I would argue that they are actually moving away from the PG gimmick, because
I'm hoping that's right.
They're cursing a lot more. Granted, they're not doing it a lot because they want the cursing to still mean something. They don't want to overload our poor little minds.
Yeah, like Cena just straight up saying the word penis on a PG show.
Yes. What else? He called Rock a bitch, too.
You're a scandalous bitch.
What else?
Even the host.
Oksana, if anybody even knows who that is the chick that's been wanting to fuck Teddy Long. She is gonna have a match with Kane on Friday Night SmackDown this week. Or on Raw this week? No, SmackDown. On SmackDown this week.
Teddy Long and John Laurinaitis are switching shows for the week.
And I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of changes in WWE. Like, we'll skip the Natalya farting thing, because I'm not even just gonna go into that rant right now. I'm just gonna skip that one.
Hornswoggle at Elimination Chamber. Hornswoggle asked her if she could cut the cheese for him.
Oh God. I'm skipping it. You are not having me talk about this.
Well, you mentioned Oksana. Can I bring up one thing real quick?
Yes.
She keeps saying, they keep implying that she wants to fuck Teddy Long. What does she want to fuck him for? Like, to, get a job? She already has a job. What could she want that she wants Teddy Long, What has Teddy Long got that I don't? That he gets all the women and I get none?
I don't know. He's Teddy Long. Maybe the long in his name means something.
Holla, holla, player.
But the one gimmick I do want to talk about that is very well, unless they fuck it up, I can very much see them fucking it up. The one gimmick that is oddly stands out to me right now is the one with Eve, where they so blatantly turned her heel, and they're giving her airtime to talk about it. I mean, hers has been the most drawn out diva heel turn in God knows how fucking long. Usually a diva just when they turn heel, they just attack a face and that makes them heel. But Eve has actually turned heel.
Melina's last heel turn. Natalya gets in the ring, she just slaps her. I'm a heel now.
Exactly. But Eve, they're actually giving her time to be this is why I'm a heel.
I forget who it was, and I'm not trying to sound racist or anything, and I know this joke will probably sound racist, but I saw somebody post something somewhere that, said, "Zach, you're stupid for thinking if Eve was going to be with you. She only dates black guys." I forget who I read that somewhere, and I just started chuckling when I read that. I'm like, yeah, that's kind of true. Just think about it. Like, she dated Reggie Bush while in college. Then, like, her character on screen, she was always with Crime Time. She was always with R-Truth.
Ah, that's true.
She was always with the wrestlers.
That's true. That's true. But yeah.
So brought that up. I'm like, that's a good point.
That is a good point, I guess. But I don't know. I see WWE fucking it up at some point, and by fucking it up, I mean she had that promo last Raw, I think, where she came out and talked about, like, it's not her fault that all the guys want her, kind of doing a Sable kind of gimmick thing.
Yeah.
But
by fucking her character up, I mean giving her the Zack Ryder treatment.
Yes, by not following up with it at all, just because they took a lot of time for her to turn heel. Like, she was with Zack Ryder, a really popular wrestler, and they turned her heel, and it's been kind of, like, they took a long time to turn a diva heel. So I really want them to do something with this, and it just be like, oh, this is why I'm heel, and then she just goes and wrestles minute-long matches again.
Lita 2.0.
Yes, she is, kind of, except not as advanced a moveset at all.
Exactly. She can do a moonsault.
She can do a moonsault, and it actually looks quite good. Except I always feel like, for some reason, like, when she does the flip, when her head is, like, parallel to the mat, for some reason I always feel like she's going to drop straight down onto her head. I don't know why. It's just the way she looks down at the mat as she's trying to flip.
It's Eve Torres. Do we really have to? Do we really expect a lot out of Eve Torres?
Not really. I expect a little more out of her now. I mean, they have to have some kind of faith in her, considering they're giving her so much airtime for a diva.
Speaking of somebody who got airtime and it's kind of lacking now, the Funkasaurus.
Yes,
I just got to bring this up.
I was just thinking about that.
They took him off of TV because Vince said that it looked like he was too dangerous in the ring, that he was going to really hurt somebody. But then at the same time, we're watching wrestling. We're supposed to believe that he's going to hurt somebody. It's like, how can you take somebody, debut him, and it actually get over with the fans? Even though it was kind of, I think it was kind of like they just threw him out there, says, we're going to do this, and it's just going to be a joke, haha, so we could finally debut you. And it got over, and Vince wasn't expecting it.
Yeah, it actually did get over. People did like it. I mean, it was weird that they tried to turn him heel, because, like, he would try and dance with or people would try and dance with him, and he'd attack them. Like, that was kind of weird. I really think they should have left him face. But, yeah, I really felt like they should have left him face, but it was over. It was working.
He was still a face. It was just the whole thing was, like, he was just, okay, I'll dance with you, but then, I'm going to beat you up, like, kind of that type of thing. But then, like, what really made me realize that he was over was he was only there, like a month, maybe. I think, like, he debuted, like, the first Raw. I think the Raw y'all went to, didn't he?
Yeah, that was when he debuted.
You and D went to Raw, and he debuted that night, and then he, like, 3 weeks later, he's at the Royal Rumble, and then now he's been off of TV for over a month. And I think, like, the week after they debuted him, they put his theme song up for download on iTunes. And I think it was 3 weeks later, it was the second most popular WWE download in 3 weeks. So you knew the character was over. The fans liked it.
And now he's just disappeared.
Now he's sitting backstage again. I guess the Flunkosaurus went extinct.
I guess so. That was really odd. Like, I was just thinking that the other day. Like, what happened to Brodus Clay? I hadn't seen him in a while.
And it's funny because I'm like, I was enjoying it.
What's funny is that I was enjoying it. I thought I would think it was stupid, but I was actually enjoying it.
When I first saw it, I was cracking up laughing. I'm like, oh my god, this is the dumbest thing ever. And a couple weeks later, it grew on me. I'm like, I like it. Like, when me and my friends are sitting there watching Royal Rumble together, we're all sitting there cracking up laughing at Booker T going, "It's the dactyl! It's the dactyl!"
It's the dactyl.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
It's the dactyl.
I have a question, though. Why was that gimmick so over?
Because it was different. It was something different.
Because, like, why was that? I want to understand this. Why is somebody like the Funkasaurus? Why is someone like Zack Ryder? What is it about that gimmick, their character, that makes people go, holy crap, I love this person? Like, I do. I love it. But I don't know why. I can't explain it.
Like I said, it's something that's different. It stands out. It's not just, I'm a bad guy, you're a good guy, let's fight. Okay, we'll fight. It was like, hey, he came out and he entertained. He didn't just wrestle, he entertained. Kind of like I was saying about John Cena. When he was the rapper John Cena, he was entertaining. Now he's just, hey, I'm John Cena. I'm going to fight for you. I'm going to beat up the bad guy.
I feel like Cena's character is needed. Maybe not the way that they're presenting Cena, but I feel like a super good guy character. I mean, we always compare him to Superman, but even Superman was needed in the comic book world because he was just the this is good, this is bad, good guy. And I feel like when you have somebody like evil almost, like how Randy Orton used to be when he was just attacking everyone and punting people in the head and sending them to the hospital. Like Randy Orton was evil at some point and we needed a good guy to stop him, just not as quickly as Cena usually ends up stopping them.
Well, you see, at least, like, okay, like, you compare him to Superman, that's a great comparison. I wasn't a really big fan of comic books, but I have a lot of friends that are fans of comic books, so it's like, I know about some of the stuff from hanging out and talking to them, and it's like, okay, some of the issues of the comic books, there was, like, at least some doubt that, okay, you put Superman in a situation, and there was at least, like, a glimmer that, okay, maybe this really is the end of Superman. With Cena, it's like, yeah, we know he's going to win.
Yeah, Cena really needs that edge of, whoever he's facing is so evil that we want Cena to prevail. But he's got to lose a couple times so we can really get behind him. And it's just, it never happens. They could have done that with Nexus.
Since 2006, I think Cena's only had maybe 2 feuds where people actually thought, besides the CM Punk stuff last year, where people were like seething at the bit, like, please beat Cena, please beat Cena. There's only been 2 times where Cena has actually been, where people actually thought, hey, Cena might actually lose. It's his feud with Edge and his feud with Umaga. Those are the only 2 feuds he had where people actually thought, yeah, Cena might lose.
They know he's going to win, yeah. I thought Cena was going to win against CM Punk. Like, I'm like, no way is Punk walking out champion. It's just not going to happen. And they did, and I flipped out.
Oh, dude, I loved it. It was one of the best. I met CM Punk, and it's like, when I was going to go meet him, I'm like, I need something for him to sign. I brought the DVD, and I got him to sign the cover of that DVD. I threw away all my DVD cases except that one.
Nice.
So I'm like, I have it. And I remember when meeting him, I asked him, I said, can I ask you a favor? And he goes, what's that? I said, can you get rid of John Cena and rid the WWE of John Cena? And he goes, I don't know if Vince is going to like that.
Well, it was worth a try.
I'm like, CM Punk is like the coolest dude ever. That was the greatest comment ever. I don't know if Vince is going to like that.
From some people, I hear he is really cool, but like Johnny Thunder in the place he was managing, or he was a manager at, he knew some of the guys up there used to wrestle with Punk and heard that he could be kind of a dick when it comes to some people. I don't know. But I feel like everyone could be kind of a dick.
John Morrison. Excuse me, my allergies are acting up.
Was John Morrison a dick to you?
Yes, he was. Last year in Atlanta, he was very much a dick to me.
I must hear this story.
I thought I told you this story.
You may have, but tell it again.
Well, let's share it with the world. It was, I believe, either the Friday or Saturday night we were in Atlanta, and we had found the hotel that all the wrestlers were staying in. And I'm walking through the hotel. I went to go use the restroom. And as I was walking by, I'm like, hey, look, that's John Morrison over there. Cool. Like, I didn't want to go bother him because he was eating. And then when I come out of the restroom, I see him standing up, taking a picture with another fan. So I walked over to him. I was like, hey, John Morrison, how you doing? He's like, hey, man. He shook my hand. I was like, can I get a quick picture with you? No. And I'm like, what? You just took a picture with that guy? Yeah. Well, I was only taking a picture with him because, he's got my Morrison shirt and he's got the Morrison glasses. So that's the only reason I took the picture with him. And I was like, really, dude? You spent more time explaining why you couldn't take the picture than you would have taking the picture.
Oh, what a dick.
And my friend Seth goes, I told you he was a dick.
You know who else surprisingly was a dick last year? Was Sheamus.
Oh, yeah, when he blew off Johnny?
Yeah, when he blew off Johnny. So, if everybody hadn't heard this story, Johnny went and asked Sheamus for a picture, I think. He went and asked Sheamus.
I was standing right next to John.
You tell it.
Next to him, and Sheamus out the bar. Sheamus comes walking out the bar, and he goes, hey, Sheamus. Sheamus goes, hey there, man. That thick Irish accent. Hey there, man. He's like, Sheamus, can I get a picture with you? And he's like, hold on, man, I'll be right back.
And then he just left.
He never came back. So Johnny is convinced that if he runs into him in Miami, he's going to go up to him and go, hey, Sheamus, you never came back.
I felt like that when Johnny told me that story. I said, you should have gone back to that same spot and just waited for him. And then when he showed up, been like, I've been waiting here for the picture, Sheamus. I don't know. For some reason,
he had to come down.
Yeah, he had to come down sometime.
Oh, it was like that Saturday night. We were in the hotel. Y'all had went to $5 wrestling. Me and Seth went out drinking, and like 3:30 in the morning, we're sitting in the lobby of the hotel that all the wrestlers were staying at, and Tommy Dreamer's just walking around throughout the hotel. Like, literally for no reason. He's just wandering through the hotel. I'm like, what is Tommy Dreamer doing here?
Oh, did I tell you my AJ Styles story? I probably have.
I don't remember.
Okay, well, I'm going to tell it. I think I've told it on my channel before, but it may have been an older video on my last channel. Okay, so it was me, Deidre, Chris and Scott, the guys who were on WWE Review Guys. So it's me, Dee, Gilbert, WWE Review Guys, Sabu TNA Forever, and his brother. We're at this pub. We're in the back of this pub. Like, we had gone to eat. They had, like, tables and stuff. And, like, they had this little screen in front of us to, like, block off some of the areas. And, like, right next to this screen, on the other side of the screen, was Wade Barrett and Skip Sheffield. And so we were, like, looking like, oh, it's Wade Barrett and Skip Sheffield. We ended up getting our pictures with them, but that's not the AJ Styles story. Wade Barrett is cool, and he is a tall motherfucker. Like, I only came to, like, his chest. Anyway.
Oh, yeah, we saw it. Me, Johnny, and Seth ran into him, and we didn't even recognize him because he was wearing, like, a hat and, like, some shorts, like, just something that you would never see Wade Barrett wearing, and we didn't recognize him.
Yeah, he's real cool. But anyways, we didn't get our picture with Skip Sheffield because he left or something before we decided we were going to go be dicks and ask for pictures. Because I always feel like I'm a dick when I'm asking for a picture. But anyways, so we proceed the rest of the night to get or at least I did, really drunk. Dee was drunk too. She can say she wasn't, but she was. She just wasn't as drunk as me. She was nowhere near as drunk as me, but she was drunk. So, we're leaving. Yes. We're leaving the pub, and there's actually going to be 2 stories to this, because Gilbert will love this one. So, we're leaving the pub, and I look over, and there's Alicia Fox, Gail Kim, someone else, and AJ Styles is sitting right across from them. And AJ Styles is one of my top 3 favorite wrestlers. I'm drunk. I look at Deidre and go, Deidre, that's AJ Styles. We should go talk to him. And she goes, okay. And she just lets me walk over there by myself. Now I walk over to AJ Styles. I go, you're AJ Styles. I'm a big fan. And then I grabbed his hand and shook it and then just walked away. Like a crazy person. Like a crazy person. Not like, oh, hey, can I get a picture? Nothing. Just, you're AJ Styles. I'm a big fan. Grabbed his hand. No, he didn't give me his hand. I grabbed it and shook it and ran off.
Would have been even better if you would have kissed his hand like a Southern gent.
Yeah.
Welcome to Atlanta.
And then just walked off. So the other story is that Gail Kim is there. And we're like, Gilbert, you should go say hi to Gail Kim, because he loves Gail Kim. He always talks about he would probably only go straight for Gail Kim. And he loves Gail Kim. And so we're like, Gilbert, go say hi. Go talk to Gail Kim. And he's like, no, I'm not. I don't want to. I'm too nervous. I'm like, no, go say hi to her. I'm still drunk. This is right after I shook AJ Styles' hand. And he goes, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm like, here, look, I will make this easy for you. I'm already drunk. I will act even more drunk than I am now. I will go over to Gail Kim, because I've already molested AJ Styles' hand, so why not? I will go over to Gail Kim, and I will be like, oh my God, you're Gail Kim, and fall over her, act super drunk, whatever. You come over, grab me, hand me to Dee, and look at her and just say, I am so sorry for that. She's had way too much to drink. And that's your in. You just saved her from the crazy drunk fan. You're her hero. I'm an evil genius when I'm drunk. No, he didn't do it. But I think I'm an evil genius when I'm drunk, because I really think that would have worked. Why not?
I would have worked. I would have done it.
I already made an ass of myself once.
Yeah, you already have the ass impression on you. You can't go any further down.
Exactly. You can't go back up from that.
You're like, look at this fucking drunk ass white girl.
Exactly. I could have been crazy drunk ass white girl.
Look at a white girl beasted, yeah.
Well, this year, Deidre and I are staying at the hotel that the wrestlers are staying at.
Oh, fucking right.
Or at least I'm pretty sure I am, because Johnny, several months ago, freaked out at some point and said, oh my God, there's not going to be any hotels. We got to book our hotel now. This is 7 months in advance. And I'm like, whatever. I have the points for it, so I got to book our hotel. The only reason I got into the hotel I was in was because I was a Diamond VIP member. It was that hotel we're in was already booked 7 months in advance, so it has to be where all the wrestlers are staying.
Has to be.
Anyways, wow, this is going on the 30-minute mark, and we really did ramble.
I think we told some great stories. The sad part is we left out a bunch of really great stories from our Atlanta trip.
Yes, but there will be more.
There's going to have to be a good one video of us just sitting down telling all our stories.
Well, we usually do that. Well, we usually do a big group review, just like we did last year. We won't have as many people this time around, so it won't take as long. And
we're obviously short 4 people out of our group this year.
Yeah, and
we had 12.
Yeah, we had about 12 people in that video last year. We're gonna have significantly less.
Then we picked up 3 more people. We picked up Scott and Chris, and
We picked up Scott, Chris, and Mark, who did like maybe reviewed 3 matches and then passed the fuck out on the table.
Fell asleep. Yeah, because I was watching that video the other day, and I'm like sitting there, he's like talking, and all of a sudden he's like, yeah, go to the next person. And he never budged the rest of the time we were there.
You know what's funny about that review video, though? If you look at the WWE review guys, and you look at me and D, D is Chris, and I am Scott. Because I constantly interrupt D all the time, and D has to tell me, shush, shush.
Yeah, I get that. I'm like sitting there watching it, and I'm like, because y'all mentioned that while we were there. You're like, we're like the female version of you two, and it's like, I can kind of see that.
Oh God. Anyways, we gotta wrap this up because.
Yeah, because it's like already like 38 minutes, 39 minutes. 35
minutes and 30 seconds now. So, thank you for reviewing Wrestlicious with me.
Oh, it was a pleasure. I'll do anytime you want.
We are definitely going to do this again so that we can ramble again. I like rambling.
Obviously, I do too. I'm a chatty Cathy when it comes to rambling.
There's one more thing I'd like to mention before we cut this short. It will be up sometime soon, probably sometime tomorrow, hopefully. I am doing a new set of videos called Commentate Retake. It is where I'm going to take some just off-the-wall, independent matches from off the internet and add our own funny commentary to it. Me and the all-American, the Patriot, just did one the other night that I now have to edit together. And so I'm going to have that on. That will now be a new thing that we're going to do on this channel. And if it gets really good, I'm going to make it its own channel. And if anybody can think of matches to review or wants to commentate with me, I will be more than happy to do that because I want it to be different commentators every time, so it'll be fun. And it doesn't even have to be me commentating. It could be 2 other people commentating if they want. Just send me the audio and I will put it up.
The all-American, the Patriot, and his arch-rival Bret Titus?
That would be a good one. We need to do that one.
Possibly.
But it's easier if you find a match that doesn't have commentary on it already. So it's got to be real independent shit. The first match we've actually commentated, one of my coworkers from my last job, it's his cousin wrestling, and he is in the elephant thong. Yes, wow. You did hear me say that right. He is in the elephant thong, and if you watch the video, you will know exactly what I mean.
Wow.
Anyways, so yeah, that's it. Let's wrap this up. Say bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.